Hi, this is Dennis the Menace Brock. I was born the same year as Dennis the Menace, and it stuck with me. We are here on our camper campus to do flowers, show you how to put a flower on the stage rather simply and easily. All you need is a little clay. Again, clay is universal. This thing is called Biden's, the nickname for it. It's quite effective medicine, by the way. It has its own uses. I would snip that off, and I would just wrap this around close to the top, just like that. And keeping in mind that everything should be parallel to the lens, I will let it stare up into the lens from that hole where the light comes through, centering it under the lens. Can you get that over there a second, like we did? Hold on a second, I gotta show you this. Thrips are going crazy in here. Open it up a little bit. I don't know. Not focus. Well, I'll show you that with our camera. This is why you need my camera adapter. If you take them from the wild where we just took this, they have little creatures in there called thrips. They're the same color as the yellow parts of the flower, go figure, and they live there, they never leave. And right now there's around 20 of them in there. And when we show you, we will get to the camera stand. I'm trying to keep you interested. This is suspense, okay? So this is how you mount that. It's foolproof. It's never going to go anywhere. You can hand it from child to child, and it looks different the next day. Some of these things change right before your eyes. This one turns and produces little seeds that stick onto things, so that makes it really cool. And when you have something really, really delicate, like a flower, the clay is ideal. Nothing works better. I can even roll this clay, which I use for very delicate things. I will roll it and gently wrap it around. And because I've done that, I can look at it from the side with the luma rod behind it, like that. It's all lit up from the back. It's backlit. But when I turn it straight up, virtually straight up, I perch it on the edge of the hole. And I look at it. You need to stay tuned because we'll show you that. Take pictures with that.
How do you mount the rock?
It couldn't be simpler. In fact, this one's been mounted so many times. The green clay is merging with the malachite and turquoise or whatever that is on there. You just take a wad of clay and put it on the side you don't want to see and turn the side you do want to see. What's the magic words? Parallel to the lens. Parallel to the lens and about a finger away. You will be in focus. If you center it over that hole, it'll be in the right place. If you keep that in mind, it'll be the right distance.
How do you do loose specimens like sand or soil?
Well, I'm really glad you brought that up. This is some sand, and it is loose. So we still have to deal with gravity. And gravity is, we can overcome one factor of gravity by using the official Brock optical rubber band, which was used originally on broccoli, ironically. I could put that like that. Again, keeping my, knowing about my distance, an adult finger away, about a ½ inch actually. This is pretty much in focus. Now, rather I have light coming off of the top, which will show me the color and texture, or I have light coming to the bottom, which will show me the silhouette, more about the shape, more about the internal structure. Each of the lights, the ones coming below and the one bouncing off the top, gives you something different and teaches you something different. And by having it ambiently and without anything as foul as batteries to worry about, it couldn't be easier. Again, this is a tool. You don't need to study the tool. And there was one more thing I wanted to show you. Slides, yes. Keeping our broccoli band, or Brock band in this case. Oh wait, I've already done it. Maybe I should go slower so you see. It's really that fast. I take it, the little part that has to be seen, I center. In this case it's red, so I know it's there. I center it over my luma rod. I keep it that ½ inch away, and that's pretty much in focus already. When I look through it, when a child looks through there, he sees something. By seeing something, he can bring it into fine focus. He knows which way to go.
What about contrast?
Contrast is really something to say. something to experience. Now, here's one, okay, there's a great experience. This is a great experiment in contrast. The purple, I don't know how close you can get in on that. When you have contrast, I used to sell ice microscopes, University of Florida, Gainesville, and the head of their ornamental horticulture department, Dr. Dagan, had all these different color felt swat. And he owned a Tessivar, which is an amazing piece of ice equipment that cost $7,000. But he had all these felt pieces. He knew that if you put that sand on that felt, it just lights up. This is what I have to do to make this a fantastic photograph. And when I show you the camera adapter, and you see, right now I'm in focus, I got beautiful gems with this magenta background. It's fantastic. And contrast can exist within the plant, the creature itself. For instance, this has that iridescence. Iridescence is a refraction process. And it's a trick of the light. And that's what makes it actually work, is the refraction of light. But picking a background that totally contrasts and totally complements what you've got on there, especially if it's sand or rocks or even flowers, I would take this red flower and put it with a contrasting background, like a royal blue background. Black always looks good. Felt absorbs light, so if sometimes you want the background to disappear, you use black felt. By keeping it a ½ inch behind everything, for instance, if you had the flower mounted hanging over that felt, like that, right? Then the felt is not in focus, it's behind the focus, it's out of focus intentionally. And that works beautifully. So I think that pretty much simplifies that. Be creative, be adventurous, try everything. From Camper Campus, I'm Dennis Brock, thank you.